Preview, this is Salvation. I present you Dragon Age Origins. Let's see if Leliana has anything more to say.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Alright, let's just move on. She doesn't have. Right, I think
As you say.
there might be
Did you speak to that knight yesterday?
trouble,
From Redcliffe.
but I don't know.
He talked to everyone
There
in the
isn't.
tavern. How are we supposed to know whether
We are turning in a quest to the Chanter's Ward, in
do
fact.
not truly think I look as my mother does, do you?
Have you really been thinking about that all this time?
I am simply curious.
And not insecure in the slightest, I'm sure.
I think I look nothing like her.
I don't know, give it a few hundred years and it'll be a spot-on match.
I said that I look nothing like her.
Alright, got it. Totally different. I see that now.
Those two. Hang on, I'll talk to that guy here because I need the poisons.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something?
No, actually I'm not.
Good then. I'm barely making a killing as it is.
Because I may find poisons.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
Again, Desmond Askew. One bears attack. On behalf of Thed the farmer and his departed son, I inscribe this missive. As the Maker is my witness, I charge all those with knowledge of arms and armor to brave the dangers of the northern wood to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy Eneth, for they are an abomination in the Maker's sight, and their hides would prove great comfort to the northern farms and solace for Thed's family. As Chanter of Lothering, I do pledge a sum of 1 sovereign to whoever carries out this, the Maker's will. Exercise caution first and foremost, may his light bathe us all. And a last keepsake, a thanks to all villagers who've opened their barns and crofts to the refugees in these dark times. The chantry regularly hears praise from our visitors, and our virtuous deeds are mentioned in many prayers. Sadly, there is a lone boy in the village whose mother, godwife Sarah, is missing. As she has been missing for the better part of a week, as of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her passing. She was a lady of middle years with red hair and fond of a green cloak. If any traveller or resident comes across her in the wilds, please return her body or the effects on her remains. In later years, the boys will be thankful to have such keepsakes to remember his brave mother by. The office of the chanter will compensate this kindness with the sum of 50 silvers. May the Maker turn his gaze on us all. Two last quests from Lothering I need to pick up. What?
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children!
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us! This woman bears their evil stench! Can't you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
Why don't you keep your voice down?
I watch the Black Horde descend on my people! I will not be silent!
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us!
Don't be a fool, Darkspawn can be defeated.
No! I have seen them! You cannot run! You cannot fight!
Standing around and shouting won't save you.
There is nothing to do! No hope is left!
We dwarves have held off the Darkspawn for centuries.
Are you calling me a coward?
I know dogs made of sterner stuff than you.
I am shamed. But the monsters will take you all. The blackness will come.
Lord.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always hope. Master your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
That's a good plan.
Darkspawn will feast on your living hearts.
Huh?
They will take your children.
You're gone, but you're still yelling or what?
It is begun.
It's good to see you again, Sister Leliana.
Thank you, Sir Marin.
Who's in charge of this chantry?
The Revered Mother runs the chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Did you know there were bandits on the highway?
Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Have you had any news?
Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
Can you tell me anything about the caged Qunari?
Is he still alive? The Revered Mother put him there a few weeks back. He'll be dead soon enough.
Goodbye.
Make her watch over you.
Let's see about that. Chantry then. Let's see. There are things to be found.
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us. Yes, my lady? Who might you be?
You can call me Sigyn.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
No, I'm not.
Then what might I do for you?
I'm hoping you can help me. I'm a Grey Warden.
I see. That is certainly worthy of notice. Tairn Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
The Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tairn claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Are you in charge here?
The Revered Mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
And if you found an unsanctioned mage?
Let us pretend that I was such a mage. What would you do to me?
I have no time to even think about such things right now. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn.
How do Templars fight against magic?
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so.
Where would I find the Revered Mother?
In her study, no doubt. Preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate.
Are you the only protection this village has?
Our ban was summoned by Tairn Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned.
Tell me about something else.
If the matter is important, certainly.
What can you tell me about the imprisoned Qunari?
I was there at the farmhold. The beast stood there, wet with the blood of the children. He didn't even deny slaughtering them. The Revered Mother ordered him caged. She has more mercy than I do. But perhaps she is right, and the Maker has love for all his creations, even the Qunari.
Is there a way he could be released?
You can ask the Revered Mother. I say let him rot until the Darkspawn claim him.
Have you heard any recent news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Tairn Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
King Kaelin had no heir?
None that we know of. Tairn Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Alright, I never actually dare tell anyone I'm a Grey Warden.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
But if Arl Eamon is sick, why are you here?
Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Shouldn't you be fleeing the Darkspawn?
My mission takes priority, but I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
I was hoping to meet Arl Eamon, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
We need his help against Turn Loghain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Turn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Is there any point in going to Redcliffe?
He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
So your quest for the ashes brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Tell me more about this Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
I'd like to hear what you've learned.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Who's Sir Henrik?
My fellow knight and travelling companion. He is delayed, though.
Your friend Sir Henrik is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
I'm pretty sure the note is in my codex entries. We have completed a quest. That was the Fallen Templar quest, apparently. So there's only the prisoner to take care of. What do we have open? Lathering the Cunari, the Chanter Sport quest, and the poison thing. Right. Anyone else? No, that's the exit where I'm going.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Those who
Ah.
delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
Codex.
You ever wonder if that's an
Let it
accurate
rise
line?
at last to the ears of the Maker.
Maybe she was
Let
ugly.
him hear our
Maybe she had
unwavering
buck teeth.
faith. Let him
How will we
hear
know?
our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
Then shall the Maker return to us.
Right, so
City in heaven.
nothing else left, but we have a few items in our stuff that are gifts. We have that, which is going to belong to someone. Yes, the golden. Okay, I know who that these two belong to, because that is clearly one of Morrigan's.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
And that is clearly one for Leliana.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
I am not sure about this one though. That might be, or that would be Alistair's. I have written the special gifts down. That would also go to Morrigan, I'd guess. This shiny gold ring. It doesn't say specifically, that means it can be given to anyone, I guess. But that at any rate, is ours.
I could get used to this, you know.
And that's yours.
Interesting.
Yes, and those two I'll keep because they belong to someone we don't yet have. What? Skill acquired, minor constitution, how's that work? Inspired by our leadership. Oh, that's because he likes me more. I'll talk to the Revered Mother and then to Alistair.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
I am sorry, but I only have 10 silver.
1 out of 1 is a more generous gift than 10 out of thousands. What can I do for you then?
I want to talk about Sten, the Cunara you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
Is there any way I... Wait, what did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
Are you certain he did it?
He confessed quite readily, but would give no reason for the crime. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Canary is a danger.
Is there any way I can convince you to release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
So, we have a Kunari. Ah, yes, the good times. Now, let me see if with this key I can't open that too.
Across all 4 corners of the world. Let it rise at last to the ears
No,
of the
I
Maker.
can't.
Let him hear our unwavering faith.
Did I miss something? There must be a key somewhere, mustn't there?
Enduring perseverance.
Can I ask her about it?
Return to us.
Who are you?
Yes? What can I do for you?
Oh, I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines.
Let all mankind
Alright,
be
that
humble.
was that.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness.
Can I ask you about the...
Yes? What can I do for you now?
Nothing of importance.
Farewell to you then, good dwarf.
I just wanted to know, how do I get into that cupboard? I'm pretty sure I can. Cabinet, in fact.
Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
Oh, never mind.
When the chant spreads across all 4 corners of the world, let it rise.
Let's go then and get the Kunari out of his cage. If I talk to these people, do I get anything new?
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Let's just move on. As you also saw, I can send her or Morrigan away. But of course I'm not.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Never mind.
Something on your mind?
Has anyone ever told you how handsome you are?
Not unless they were asking me for a favor. Well, there was that one time in Denerim, but those women were not like you. Why? Is this your way of telling me you think I'm handsome?
You know you're handsome, Alistair.
Maybe. It doesn't hurt to have a pretty girl say that, though. Beats being run through with a sword any day. So, is this the part where I get to say the same?
Not unless you don't think so.
Oh, I think so. I'll just spring it on you when it's a surprise. At your service.
Oh, that's a different one. I'd like to discuss something private.
Well, we're not exactly alone. What did you have in mind?
I need to tell you how much I enjoy your company.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing. Given the circumstances, things could have been so much worse. I'm so grateful that you're you, instead of some other Grey Warden. That sounded better in my head. I just mean to say that I can't imagine having done this without you.
I feel the same way.
Now we just need to be rid of that pesky archdemon, and everything will be back to normal, right?
Oh, I do love you.
At your service.
I'd like to discuss something private.
Well, we're not exactly alone. What did you have in mind?
Never mind.
Fair enough. Off we go then.
Not yet, it seems.
At your service.
I have some questions.
Of course.
I can actually do that. Well, what changes what changes about you after the joining?
You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
You've been a Grey Warden longer than I have.
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see."
Just try that line on me.
I have other lines for you. Trust me. Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. My face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
I haven't felt anything like that.
Really? Because I was watching you wolf down food the other day, and I thought, ooh, it's a good thing she gets a lot of exercise.
What can I say? I am a growing girl.
I'll say. I didn't mean it like that. No, don't hit me. I bruise easily. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
I've had some strange dreams.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
His time has come.
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live, give or take. The taint, it's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
Why Orzammar?
You'll always find Darkspawn down where the dwarves are. The oldest Grey Wardens head to the deep roads for one last glorious battle. Not that there's a shortage of Darkspawn during a blight, but that's the tradition. The dwarves respect us for it. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. Well, there you have it.
I never wondered that, I understand.
You know, Duncan, he started having the nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
He will be remembered, Alistair, as will the others.
I know. Ending the Blight should make this all worthwhile, right? At your service.
I have some questions.
Of course.
I'll try that again. Can you teach others to be a Templar?
Others, yes, but not yourself. I need someone who's trained first as a warrior. It's as much about discipline as anything. I guess if I'm going to give up Chantry secrets, I may as well go all the way. Send whoever you want trained to me in camp, and I'll see what I can do.
And we got a new specialization.
At your service.
I have some questions.
Of course.
And that is the line I was looking for before. No, I'll spare that for last. What was it like to be a Grey Warden with all the others?
I didn't know them for very long, but I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you? They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family, since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know.
No, I'd like to hear about them.
There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfells. What was his name? Gregor. He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table.
Sounds like you had a lot of fun.
Sometimes. We were kin of a sort. All of us had gone through the joining, so we knew... Well, anyhow, it doesn't have to be deadly serious all the time. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly...
A lot of people have died, Alistair, and a lot more will.
Yes, I suppose so. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
You have your memories of him.
I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go. I'm wondering something.
Whoa,
I'd like to know
talking
your
to me.
thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Go ahead, I don't mind.
What about Leliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
I believe that she believes in her vision.
That's one way to put it. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
It was her choice.
Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
You really don't like each other, do you?
Well, aside from the fact that she's a complete and utter bitch, no, I don't like her at all. Why, do you?
I like her just fine.
Great. I am thrilled beyond words. No, really. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
I don't usually lie to my companions. Sometimes I do, but not in this.
At your service.
I have some questions.
Of course.
If you were raised in the Chantry, have you never...
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
You know what I mean?
I'm not sure I do. Have I never seen a basilisk? Ate jellied ham? Have I never licked a lamppost in winter?
Now you're making fun of me.
Make fun of you, dear lady. Perish the thought. Well, tell me, have you ever licked a lamppost in winter?
Oh, Lord. Why, yes, I've licked a lamppost in winter.
Just the once? And you didn't lose half of your tongue in the process? I'm impressed. I, myself, never had the pleasure. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course. But, you know.
No. Oh, that's so cute. You're a virgin.
Cute? Well, hearing that from a beautiful woman does make me feel much luckier. I'll say that.
You think I'm beautiful?
Of course you are, and you know it. You're ravishing, resourceful, and all those other things you probably hurt me for not saying.
I would never hurt you.
Nor I, you. Let us be off then, lest your risque talk make my ears blush.
The way he says pleasure. Anything
At your
else?
service.
So I have some questions.
Of course.
Never mind. Alright, I will save and... This is blinking. Oh, that's just blinking because it can. I will walk over to the Qunari and then continue from there.
I do wonder, is it permissible for 2 Grey Wardens to... Oh, what is the word I search for?
Caboodle?
Fraternize.
What's wrong with fraternizing?
It seems most undisciplined for an organization that claims it will do whatever is necessary to end the Darkspawn threat.
One thing has nothing to do with the other.
Oh no? And what if a Grey Warden was forced to choose between the Warden he loved and ending the Blight? What should his choice be?
That is a ridiculous question.
And I have my answer. Most kind of you.
Caboodle? Alright, what does it even mean? What does that mean? Never mind, I'll stop here because I think there are enemies somewhere out there, and or at least there may be. I will replace Leliana with Sten once I've got him, and that's that. This was Servatia and Dragon Age Origins Buvite.